Hey everyone, it's Will, GamerDad, with another video for you. So first off, I'd like to give a shout out to one of my YouTube members, Isaiah. Thanks for your support. Now, of course, this is the end of the month, and so we do have another Fateful encounter, 7 days encounter. Also, I wanted to wish all of my fellow Canadians a happy Canada Day. For me, it is June 30th. However, in a few hours, it will be July 1st, which is, of course, Canada Day. Hopefully, my fellow Canadians are celebrating. Hopefully, you have the day off. Do some Canadian things. Celebrate the flag, so on and so forth. As for myself, this weekend I'll be spending time with the family, and so hopefully we'll have some cool things to kind of spend time with. Now, that being said, we do have a new, with the 7 days, 3 units, AS Kikyo, Melody, and AS Hardy. And so let's go right into the banner. It is active as of right now, and it will be like, the details said, 7 days total until July 7th UTC. And so, of course, for us on the West Coast, it'll be July 6th around the cutoff there. Unfortunately, it is back to 7.77% each for each of the 3 units and not 33.3%. I guess that was a special situation last time. So, if you decide to pull on this banner, you have an 80% chance of failure and getting one of the other guaranteed 5 stars in the game. And of course, there are over 100 and, somewhat characters. And so, your odds are spread out quite a bit, especially if you are only looking for 1 or 2 units. That being said, everything is in here. This is a Fateful, and like all 7-day encounters, it only is the one pull. Unfortunately, you know what's up. The bots, Rainbow Sisters and Knights, I'm sure a lot of you have seen them from the daily sprinkles of salt that we've been having over the last few days. Some of you may have day 10, which I know you shared your polls with me. Some of you are still on days, 2, 4, 5, and of course, don't forget you have until the end of August to do so. So, plenty of time to log in for 10 days, and hopefully you are coming in every day, burning your keys, getting your logins, watching your videos, and of course, getting your daily Whispers of Time salt. Okay, so, should you summon on this banner? Well, I can tell you I do have all 3 units, and these are all based in El Zion. 2 of them, which is AS Kikyo and AS Hardy, are actually tied together in one of the kind of side episodes that features, I think it's Sophia, and that's the auction side episode. As for Melody, she is more friends with his Mena, and that would be obviously in a different line of story quest if you do their character quest and so on and so forth. Now, that being said, I haven't had experience with Melody, although I can comment just generally based on her abilities. For Melody specifically, she is a wind type staff user, and I believe that she really needs a lot more different weapon types, from what I understand, to really bring her benefits out to play. If you can get all different weapon types, I think she can do quite a bit of damage, quite a bit of a buffing, and so on and so forth. However, as a wind unit, there are plenty of other wind units out there, and in terms of wind magic, she's not bad, but really, if you want to do kind of a specialized team, you can use 7. AS Daenerys is still available as wind, and of course, you can use AS Nikoko to change everyone to wind, so there's that. Now, AS Kikyo, on the other hand, is also a wind unit. Her claim to fame is that she can go overdrive, which, by the way, is a 0 MP cost farming unit, and she can do tons and tons of damage. When she really gets her speed and stacks up, she can start shredding the opponent with her motorcycle, essentially doing tons and tons of damage, high combo rate. She can either be alone or in conjunction with other wind type or slash type units in order to do tons of damage. She is an axe user, very good support in terms of physical, slash resistance down up to 70%, and boosts herself as well. However, in recent times, of course, being that she is an older unit, she has been power crept to some extent against other wind slash units, especially, spoiler alert, one of the upcoming units in Japan that we will be getting in global soon called Sesta. Now, AS Hardy, of course, you've seen me feature him very recently, actually, in my 5-star review of AS Serene. Now, if you haven't checked that out, make sure you check it out. Otherwise, I mean, other than his James Bond cool looking bazooka and all his other suave looks, he still is quite decent in today's meta. He is one of the few units to be able to do flash strike stance without any drawbacks, aka Aeserine, Melissa being the other one, and he is a fist flyer user that can set well, he can't set fire zone, but he can do a ton of damage with his multi-hit up to 6 hits as it charges up, as well as zone break, which is one of only 2 units that can zone break. Depending on what fight you're up against, you can still use that as a niche move, and his damage modifier is decent, but not amazing at this point. That being said, he does actually play well with Aeserine, as you saw in my video as well, and so his multi-hit does get a multi-hit upgrade with one of her boosts in that sense. But that being said, all 3 of these units, again, just like most of these Fateful 7-day encounters, they're older. They're not as powerful as the ones you see nowadays. And I would argue, given some of the newest super bosses out there, these 3 would not be, up to par in fighting some of those crazy fights. Especially, for example, the newest one, Warped Dew's Crass. That one needs other specialized units, aka Yakumo and Yifi, to really help you fight them. I don't think these 3 would be of any benefit. Now, that being said, if you do like their storylines or just like the character in general, and we do have quite a few resident people who do collect AS Kikyo. I believe he is on YouTube, and he is one of the premier AS Kikyo users. I'm sure you can find his channel if you want to. Other than that, really, I would not be spending my hard-earned stones or paid banner tickets here at all. Now, that being said, of course, if you do want to summon anyways and you have the gambling itch to pull on some gacha, feel free to. It's just not the best use of stones at this point in the game. Now, for myself, of course, being free to play, really these banners are completely not optional for me. I will have to say the last couple of banners, there have been a lot more Fateful banners than there have been, like, for example, Brilliant Encounters that help, free-to-plays like myself. And so free-to-plays have been left out a little bit. So, I mean, that's too bad for us. Anyways, I won't be pulling on it because I have all 3 units anyways. Other than that, it looks like we won't have an update for this weekend. However, with the advent of catching up to Japan, I think we're going to have an update sometime next week. So I expect the updates to come every 10 days or less, as opposed to before where we're kind of waiting more on the 2.5 weekend. So schedule is going to be a lot faster. Make sure you save your stones because we're going to have a lot less time to save those stones to pull for the newest powerful units out there. Anyways, have a great weekend, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.